the 8 busiest travel days since the pandemic began are all going to happen between November 19th and November 30th.
The crowds are starting to file in right now. These are all the early risers here at LaGuardia Airport, and while it's not yet crazy, the security line's about 25 minutes, it is expected to get longer and longer. We are expecting this to be one of the busiest, if not the busiest, departure day, and airports and airlines insist they are prepared, but these people are counting on that, as so many people are now heading home for the first time in 2 years.
America's airports bustling as the Thanksgiving travel rush is underway.
We feel good. Nervous for her first time flying.
TSA expecting pre-pandemic passenger levels. More than 2 million people flying today alone. The top destinations Orlando, Anaheim, New York, and Dallas. And travelers already seeing lengthy lines as pandemic restrictions ease. But those crowds will be putting the system to the test, just weeks removed from Southwest and American Airlines abruptly canceling thousands of flights, though both the TSA and every major airline, having bulked up staffing, insist they're ready for the rush. Naturally, experts say if you're traveling, you should leave yourself extra time to get through security and maybe consider avoiding peak travel times, typically in the afternoon.
Book that first flight of the day if you can. If you don't mind getting up early, you're much less likely to be affected by a big cancellation event if you're flying out at 7:30 in the morning than if you're flying out at night.
Americans are navigating inflation during the holiday season like never before. Shoppers picking up Thanksgiving essentials are paying record high prices.
At least $50 to $75 more.
And higher prices are ahead. A regional supplier says General Mills will be raising prices on most of its products, which include Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, Betty Crocker, and Pillsbury. Dollar Tree may have to change its name to $1.25 Tree. It plans to raise prices on most items by a quarter. But the sharpest pain for consumers? Gas prices.
The fact is, we always get through those spikes, but we're going to get through this one as well, and hopefully faster. But it doesn't mean we should just stand by idly and wait for prices to drop on their own.
President Biden Tuesday announcing he's tapping into the nation's emergency oil stockpile to bring down prices. The White House denying it's purely a political move. With prices averaging $3.40 a gallon, some experts doubt it will have any real impact, while others claim prices could drop up to 15 cents in coming weeks.
It won't happen tomorrow, but it'll happen over the next few weeks that people hopefully will start to see the difference.
When it comes to overall inflation, many experts blame the government's pandemic stimulus policies that have pumped more money into the economy, creating huge consumer demand for products, with supply unable to keep up. But there is some encouraging news. The backlog at the country's biggest port appears to be easing. More than 100 ships were waiting to unload here at the Port of Los Angeles 2 weeks ago. Now it's down to 63 after port officials created so-called relief yards, making space for new containers to be unloaded.